be absolutely devastating.
Oh! This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Facer Hill Pro Wrestling Talk. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Marcus Fine, Justin Terrell, and OG Tony. How's it going, guys?
Doing good.
Doing well. Doing well.
It goes good.
You having a fit over there or what?
Oh, no. Just,
Kind of sounded like
that energy.
Okay, got the energy. All right, guys. Well, let's jump right into it. We're going to do it a little bit different because I wanted to start with Elimination Chamber, but I think we got to start with SmackDown since that was the night before Elimination Chamber, and then hit Elimination Chamber, then hit our other stuff, Raw and NXT and Dynamite and our old school match. So, Mr. Justin, what'd you think of SmackDown last Friday?
Well, to be honest with you, I had to go back and watch the shortened version of it, but that's okay. To kick it off, we kicking off the show with Jey Uso being put into the ambulance. We're not sure what happened. Looked like he was attacked. Did a huge brawl out, which ended up we led into Jacob Fatu and Logan Paul to fight for the last spot in the Elimination Chamber. Logan Paul wins. Then we had the women's tag team title match. The Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Last Legend. They defeated Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. And then my man Oba Femi, he defeated the Miz. Again, they continue to make Oba Femi be a monster. I hope they really do the Beast versus the Ruler. I think that's going to be a moneymaker. Tiffany Stratton gets the last spot in the chamber against Kairi Sane. Jordan Grace continues to get on the hot streak, continues to be impressive and beats Candice LeRae. Carmelo Hayes defeats Matt Cardona in the United States Open Challenge. And that was basically it. I mean, you guys, we had the new tag titles and everything was setting up for the Elimination Chamber on Saturday.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was a pretty good show. I thought it was a decent show. What do you think, Justin? Who attacked Jey Uso?
I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to see where it's going to go. I mean, because we'll talk about it more on about what happened at Elimination Chamber, then leading into Raw, start of Raw and whatnot. So I don't know how they're going to tie it into or who did it. Maybe this could be the setup for the new Bloodline, because the promo that happened on Monday. Maybe it's a Bloodline member, because there was a quote said that you had nobody. Maybe Zilla Fatu. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do when we're leading into WrestleMania. So,
yeah, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, I thought SmackDown was a decent show. But guys, let's go into Elimination Chamber. I thought it was a pretty solid show. Justin was there. Let's go to Justin first. What'd you think of the show? What stood out to you? And
I think what really stood out to me was like, it's been a while since I got to experience a wrestling show in Chicago. So to be at the Elimination Chamber in Chicago, I talked to it on the other show earlier in the week, and I said that Chicago is like the Philadelphia of professional wrestling. If you're going to make a break in Chicago. So to hear the fans' reactions, whether it was the boos or the cheers, it was, all of it was pure. the environment was awesome. Everybody was happy-go-lucky. There wasn't really nobody fighting. And the one big thing that really stood out to me is Javon Evans. Like he's gonna continue to impress. I mean, he really didn't get to do much in the chamber. And then also the homage or the I should say the homage being paid by CM Punk to Chicago with the Bulls announcer. I was really shocked. The biggest thing that really shocked me was AJ Lee winning the title. That was probably the biggest shock for me.
Hello, Rudy Ortega.
Hey, how's it going, Rudy?
We'll see you all. We'll see you Saturday, Mr. Ortega.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, I thought it was a real good show, guys. What stood out to me in the women's match, of course, Rhea won, and I thought that was the right pick, star power wise and everything. I think that was the right pick to go to the main event.
I agree. I think it's a safe matchup for Jade, and whether you take the title off Jade or you let Jade retain and try to build her stronger, it's not a wrong move. Yeah.
I thought Raquel Rodriguez looked fantastic, just super. I thought Kiana James looked good too. In the AJ Lee match, Becky Lynch. Honestly, guys, I thought AJ Lee did a pretty good job. I was a little surprised she won, but I think the reason is I think she's going to lose it either before or at WrestleMania because I don't think she's full-time. I think she's part-time, so they're not going to keep the belt on her for a long time. So I'm not sure who's going to end up with the belt at WrestleMania. Maybe Becky again, maybe somebody else. I really love the CM Punk Finn Balor match. Thought it was very good. I think Finn's going to be a good guy, and I think he's going to be the guy that's going to tear apart the Judgment Day. So I think that's where they're going to go. We'll see. I
think I have the theory.
Okay. CM Punk, since January 6th, when he defended the belt on Netflix, has just been on fire on the mic and in the ring too. So I really enjoyed that. And then the men's rumble was good. Loved the finish. The women's chamber, I thought was more physical. I thought they were really physical, and I enjoyed that. But the finish of the men's was really good. And loved Orton winning. Logan Paul put on a great performance too. So I really enjoyed the show. I know a lot of people, hey, I didn't think it was that good. I didn't think it was that good.
I did. What the hell?
I seen some people give it a 4, give it a 3. I don't
know.
know.
But it was out of 5.
No way. If it was a 4,
like a 9 out of 10.
They're talking about out of 10.
No way.
It's just people haters. The Danhausen thing, real quick.
Stupid.
It was, but I thought it was presented well. It just he got booed when the lights went out when he was in the ring, and he didn't get a lot of cheers, period. But he got some. But once he got in the ring and they turned out the lights and they come back on, he's gone. The fans start booing because they're like, "This is it,"
Yeah, so being there, there was no booze, and like you said, you're right. There was no booze until after the lights went out, and I think the fans were expecting more, and so I don't think he got the reaction that we expected because I think people wanted something bigger. I think they were expecting something bigger, and to get Danhausen. But when we get into Monday, like everybody's gonna see why Danhausen's a moneymaker.
Well, he's already the number 1 shirt seller on WWE Shop right now, so he's selling the merch. So
Marcus is big first.
Let's go to Marcus's. Marcus? What do you think of the Elimination Chamber?
Well, I enjoyed it. I was really pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. Kind of knew who was going to win the women's chamber because all they talked about was Rhea Ripley. They kind of give it away when the commentator talks with the 6 women in the ring. Was it 6? Yeah. And they highlighted Rhea throughout the entire commentating. You kind of knew where they were going with that. But the thing that surprised me is you didn't see any high-risk moves on either side.
No.
I mean,
Well,
you did have one jump off the top of the pod, but a lot of them, in the past got further up into the cage, and I bet they were told
Yep.
to stop that. So
Yep.
we're running out of people. Again, I bet that's what it is. We're running out of people. We can't be losing anymore.
Yeah.
Or WrestleMania will be down to Waterboy versus Justin Grubb. I mean, but yeah,
I mean, the water boy's going over, so. No, I agree. Like, there wasn't that many high spots in the chamber, but I don't think they needed it. I think the way I look at it, yeah, the injuries maybe played a factor, but I think they wanted to tell the story more of the physicality of the cage. Like, I saw more use of the chamber and the pods in both matches than I did the high spots. And so I think they try to use the physicality of it more than the oh shit moments.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was surprised that the green shirt guy wasn't there.
That was too.
I know. I looked for him. I tried to get a picture with him.
So, Becky and I'm not an AJ Lee fan. I mean, I don't have anything against her except why do you get title shots after you've been gone for a decade?
Right.
But that match went very well. Becky had to slow down for her because she still got ring rust. And I put on here that Becky didn't tap. Becky beat her to death to get him to stop. There was no tapping. She was literally smacking the shit out of AJ to get her to drop that hold. So
yeah,
I give that match 4 out of 5. I was very surprised.
Yeah.
It was very well done. Let me go on my next page. CM Punk and Finn Balor was very well done. Finn still got it. They need to really give him a push.
I agree.
I agree.
He does very well. Throwing Balor into that table was pretty good. Because what was funny was when they threw Balor into the table, did you see Wade Barrett, how far off the ground he flew?
Yeah.
Get out of the way. It was like somebody shot a cat. I mean, he was like, he's about 10 foot in the air. And then the main event was very well done. The men's chamber was good. I liked how they all attacked Logan Paul and literally threw him not through one pane of glass, but through two. So they really had to throw him hard to get the momentum to go through both panes. But
you see that big ass welt on his back after he went through there?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he did.
So I told Tony I give the two non-chambers 4s and the chambers 5, so I had to take it up to a 10. It came out to being a 9 out of 10. So a very good show.
Yeah,
I was very happy. I got to watch it off Netflix on my own because Tony, thank you, told me Xfinity took over ESPN and all that. I didn't need you. I appreciate what you did, Justin. I could have watched it, but I did it on my own account, and I was very happy to see that. So
hey, no problem.
But it was a very well done pay-per-view. I was happy with it.
Yeah,
the one thing I wanted to add with the AJ Lee thing is I guess I don't know where they're gonna go with it as far as WrestleMania. Like maybe they're gonna build like an AJ Lee and Bailey type, Bailey type thing, because I mean they kind of teased it later on in the week, and we'll talk about that. But if we're not gonna get that, I would have much rather seen AJ Lee win it at WrestleMania versus in Chicago, but I completely understand why they did it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Chris, your thoughts on the Elimination Chamber? I know you watched it.
I thought it was really good. I agree with you guys. AJ Lee really surprised me. I thought she looked real good in that match, a lot better than I was expecting. I thought both chamber matches was real well. My only complaint really for the show was it took almost 30 damn minutes to get all the competitors out to the damn ring for the Elimination Chamber matches. Especially the men's. The women's, it seemed like it took a while, but the men getting like hell, they were getting like Javon Evans got in there and he jumped up on top of every fucking pod. It's like, come on, guys, we can't take an hour to get everybody out to the ring.
It was 18 minutes. It was 18 minutes for them to get to the ring.
The women was like 14 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be my only complaint was I noticed it more in the men's because it was like, man, we still got 4 more guys to come out. It's been 10 minutes.
Yep.
It seems like, but no, I really enjoyed it. I thought the show was real good. I don't get where people are only giving it a 3 or a 4. I enjoyed it. It had my attention the whole time. So yeah, I thought it was a real good show.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Well, let's move on from Elimination Chamber and let's go to Monday Night Raw. Chris, want to get your takes on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, I thought this week's Monday Night Raw was good. I actually thought it was probably one of the better ones in the last few weeks myself.
Yep.
I like the beginning where they sent out like 5 different masked guys out to lure get Paul Heyman by himself, and then of course it was Rollins that came out and got him. But I thought that was well done. Excuse me. I was surprised that they pulled the trigger and had Penta win the Intercontinental Championship. That was a big surprise. I figured if Penta was going to win it, it's probably going to be at WrestleMania. I didn't think they'd do it now, but yeah, I thought Raw was a real solid show. I thought the Punk and Reigns promo at the end was awesome.
Yes. Outstanding.
I thought both of them were great. Their facial expressions, and then both of them were going in on each other pretty good. So yeah, I thought that was awesome. But yeah, I thought this was one of the stronger Raws over probably the last month.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah, the Punk and Roman thing was fantastic. I liked the confrontation and some physicality with Obafemi and I like that. And we still don't know what show that Obafemi's on. He's appearing on both shows right now. They've never said for sure which show he's going to be on. So that's interesting.
It was a cool touch at the beginning too when LA Knight was in the ambulance.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, fellas. We'll get the help he needs.
Yeah. Jimmy beating on Jimmy Uso, attacking him, and then him. But yeah, it was very well. That opening segment give you kind of flashbacks to the Attitude Era with Stone Cold, and it was definitely playing homage to that, I think. And I tell you, Gunther and Dragon Lee put on a heck of a match too.
Yes, that was a good match.
That was an outstanding match. Dragon Lee, after being associated with AJ Styles, helped him a lot, and then now this feud with Gunther's helped taking him to another level. So Raw was very good. I agree with you, Chris.
The Indianapolis crowd Monday night was hot too. That building was loud.
Yeah, I thought it was very good too. I agree. The crowd was good. Oh, Crazy Big Glenn was there too. Justin, what did you think of Raw?
I thought Raw, like it really definitely felt like a modern version of an Attitude episode, because the way it flowed, I felt like it flowed really, really well. It was very entertaining from start to finish. And like I said, you guys were surprised with them pulling trigger on Penta winning the title. Like the debut of Danhausen on Monday Night Raw, and he cursed Dominic Mysterio. It was the precursor. So I think from what I've been reading and what I kind of think might happen is Dominic Mysterio is getting ready to go on a losing streak. I think it wasn't just a curse to Dominic. I think it was a curse to the Judgment Day. And what we're going to see is Dominic's going to start losing, and then eventually Finn's going to turn face. But I think that Danhausen is going to help bring the demon back for Finn Balor.
Okay.
And then I think Dominic eventually is going to go up to Danhausen and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry. Please lift the curse." And then that's how he's going to end up becoming face.
Yeah, I want to ask Chris, what did you think of the Danhausen segment on Monday Night Raw?
No, I thought it was good. I liked it.
I'd love to come out there with a piece of paper or toilet paper, whatever it was, and with all of his. He said since he had such a great performance, had such a big ovation at Chicago. That I got demands. He wants a blimp with his face on it. He wanted merch. He wanted this. He wanted that, and
he wanted the picture with Triple H. He wanted a Hall of Fame induction this year.
And then Adam Pearce asked him, "So why is this wet?" He said, "Oh, I dropped it in the toilet." And he threw it down, and then he sees the Judgment Day walk by. Hey guys, come here and meet him. And then of course he takes off, and then they start talking to Danhausen, and of course Dom's just insulting him, so he puts the curse on him. He goes out there and loses the belt because that's one of his big things: putting curses on people. So it was very funny. It was very, very funny. He reminds me of some of them old guys that would do the midnight movies, the scary theaters, some of that like Sammy Terry, those kind of. That's what he kind of reminds me.
That's what
remind me of the Sammy.
That's exactly what he reminds me of, is Sammy Terry, because I used to watch Sammy Terry with Grandma all the time, and that's that's the kind of vibes.
Oh yeah. I think he's going to pay for himself. I think he's going to do well. As long as
he most definitely is, and I can't wait to see what he does. I'm hoping that Friday we have an encounter with him and R-Truth.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I hope he uses them on both things. He's not going to wrestle a lot, so I hope he just put him all over the place. Put him on NXT, put him everywhere. I think that'd be great. Real quick before we go to NXT, there was some news today, and we'll hit that real quick. Road Dogg lost his job, guys. He's no longer with WWE. They let him go. He was one of the guys in charge of SmackDown writing team. He was on the writing team, was kind of charged, and I guess they don't need him anymore. So he's no longer there. So bad for him. I don't know. I don't think he enjoyed doing that anyway. From what I had heard, he was kind of. I don't think he handled the pressure well. And I think there's more pressure now than there's ever been with who they got bought by and everything and wanting to make money. So I don't think he enjoyed the process. So hopefully things will continue to go well for Road Dogg. But let's go to Marcus and talk some NXT.
All right. Started out with Ethan Page taking on Miles Bourne. He wanted his rematch. He wanted it now, so they wrestled in street clothes.
Yes.
Did a beat down on the announce table. Hell, we just started the announce table right off the show. I mean, we didn't wait till the end. We'll just start right off the show. It was a really hard-hitting match, I thought. Miles Bourne's drop kicks are amazing. Yeah. He can probably kick over the top of their head if he wanted to focus on that.
Yeah.
Ethan Page, of course, tried to use the belt, and it was funny that then Miles Bourne clocked him with his shoe, and it was a fantastic match.
Yep.
So a really good match to open up NXT. I'm not really a fan of these speed tournaments. I mean, they're just too quick to try to keep track of anything for a 3-minute match. I really thought Nikita Lyons was going to win that, but Ren Sinclair did it, and she did it by submission.
Yep.
It was interesting that Nikita didn't really tap because she couldn't tap the way she had her hands. She just kind of waved them around, and the referee called it. So Ren Sinclair won the speed tournament, the speed tournament spot. Okay, and then Hank Attack and Shiloh Hill defeated the Goons, the Vanity Project. They started beating each other out of the gate. Then we had a commercial and had to try to watch it in the picture-for-picture. And that's really hard to do. The Belly Bandit thing kind of reminds me like they didn't want to go back to clone the Nasty Boys, so let's just move it down a little bit, stick their face right in their belly button. So I liked how they crushed this guy on the steps by putting him in there and then sliding the steps into place. And then the other guy drop kicked him into the back of the head. That was pretty good. Extremely fast-paced. I enjoyed it.
What's up, Josh?
Yeah, Josh is a big part of In Your House podcast, a huge part of that. So appreciate you watching, Josh.
Yeah, appreciate it. Danny in here, too. Hello, Danny. You're still in here. Yep. Okay, then Zarya finally got her title match against JC Jane. Zarya is a beast. That woman is a beast. She was manhandling it, and I think we all knew Solruka was eventually going to find out. The only thing that kind of surprised me is, okay, now we get a commercial with 5 minutes of no picture-in-picture. So you got a women's title match, and they go to 5 minutes of commercials with no – I don't understand when they decide to do pictures-in-pictures and when they don't decide to do pictures-in-pictures. I'd rather, if it's a title match like this, I'd rather have seen the title match there than to see the 6-man tag team in a picture-in-picture. But it ended up Soul Rookie come out and just attacked everybody, and now we're just waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, she hit that double soul snatcher.
Soul Snatcher.
The soul snatcher.
And then you had the I Believe in Ricky song. That shit was funny as hell.
What'd you think of that?
Give me another crack. Give me another guitar.
What'd you think of that segment, Marcus? I've seen a lot of people criticize.
I was dying. He's like, "There's something wrong with this microphone. Fix this microphone." So that guy gets in there. Something else he didn't like. The chair or something, wasn't it?
Chair.
Yeah, bring me a
like
chair.
the guitar.
This guitar sucks. Bring me another guitar. That's when Joe Henry showed up. So
hit him with that guitar.
I was loving that shit. That was funny.
I mean, there's
the show too, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah, people criticize all over him. He's trying to be the Rock. He was trying to be. He's trying to be the Rock in a bad way. It was tongue in cheek. He's a heel. So I thought it was very well done. I enjoyed it. You got to take it for what it is. You can't. He's been criticized for having that kind of look and personality of the Rock anyway. And I guess he does a little bit. But I've seen Ricky back when he was just started out with the NWA back in 2018, 2019, whenever that was. So I've been a fan of his before. It kills me because some of the AEW people will say, look where he's at. Yeah, he's on a show that on NXT. Yeah, it's probably their third brand. Yes, it is. But you know what? 9 times out of 10, they beat AEW in the ratings.
The third brand is just as big as AEW.
So don't worry about where he's at, and I think he's probably getting paid decently. He's probably getting a regular WWE contract and not one of the smaller ones in NXT because he's the featured act on NXT, and they need featured acts also because they're on TV and they gotta give CW what they want. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it was cheesy, yeah, but it was supposed to be.
Yeah, it was funny. And we'll go back to Danhausen that day at Elimination Chamber. Even though I was like, "You got to be kidding me," it was pretty well done. Having all them women come out there in sync and him kind of.
Well, did you know that the lead choreographer for that dance was his wife?
Yeah, she was the lead that came out, and
she was part of the team there.
Yeah, she was the lead choreographer. She created the dance and everything.
Yeah, well, it was very well done. It was back to gobbledygooker. Here we got, except they didn't go 3 months trying to present this, but
I think it would have went better if they did it on Monday Night Raw than doing it there.
Yeah, I agree. I think if you would have done it on just a regular show, Raw or SmackDown, I think you would have got a better reception.
I think it would have went better too if they'd have just brought that crate out the night of the Elimination Chamber and done that instead of bringing that crate out and building it up for 3 weeks like that, and then people's expectations get so high where they're going to shit on it no matter what, unless it was basically Chris Jericho. Because,
right.
But then they don't say, "Well, that was so
predictable." If it wasn't him, they were going to shit on it. Where if you'd just done it, make more of a spur of the moment thing where he popped up and done that, I think it would have went over better, a little bit better than what it did.
I agree. I think if you didn't have the crate showing at all, and then all of a sudden you have both GMs just
got delivered
promo, cutting a quick promo, and this crate just gets wheeled out to the entranceway, and they're like, wait a minute, like they could even be like teasing up WrestleMania or something, like hyping up WrestleMania, and then this gets wheeled out, and they're like, wait a minute. And they get handed the crowbars, and they were told, and they were like, "We were told to tell you to open it." And then that's how they could have revealed it. Yeah. That would have got a bigger pop than, "Hey, let's send it to SmackDown and see what he wants to do with it." Oh, let's send it back to Raw. All right, let's send it to Chicago.
Real quick, Chris and Justin, did you guys notice Monday Night Raw where during that segment with CM Punk and Roman, where CM Punk said, "That's it. You just made the list."
Yes, That
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
a
so
that's the Easter egg. That's the Easter egg.
yeah, whether he's coming or not, they're just screwing with people. He said, "You just made the list." I mean, that was done on purpose, no doubt about it. I mean, so I think that's interesting. I think that's fun. Okay, guys, let's go to our old school match. This old school match that we're doing this week was from 1985. It was New Japan. It was Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant versus Antonio Inoki and
That would
Saguchi
be
or
great.
whatever his
That would
name
be
is.
great, John.
Sakaguchi.
Sakaguchi.
Yeah, Punk and Danhausen are really good friends. So
Yeah,
that's
that
probably another reason he got hired.
would have been what Josh said would have been good too. But yeah, I think trying to build it up the way they did were with that crate for 2-3 weeks in a way kind of backfired on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So guys, let's go to Marcus first on this old school match that Justin picked out. Hogan and Andre versus Antonio Inoki and Saraguchi. Whatever.
Sakaguchi.
I got to do a retraction. You know, they say don't believe everything you read on the internet. The 40-year anniversary of Andre's hair took place in 84, not in 86.
Okay.
Because when I'm looking at the match, this is 1985. Andre has the shorter hair. I'm like, now, wait a minute. So I went back, and that actually took place on November 13th of 84. So I don't know why they said it was the 40th anniversary last week. So anyhow.
Sakaguchi, okay.
Call
Close
me.
enough.
Call me.
Sakaguchi. The first thing I noticed about this was it wasn't a heel team versus a face team. It was Andre was heel pretty much, and Hogan was the face, and Inoki was the face, and Sakaguchi. It was weird that they was a one of each side on the teams. Of course, you're talking 85 Japan. The ropes were very loose.
Yeah.
I think it's funny the streamer thing. I'd hate to be the janitor in them arenas. Was all of those streamers. I know Jason Maples had the idea to sell silly string in the concession stand 3 weeks in a row and then decide we're not doing that anymore because of the mess it causes to clean all that mess up. So, but the ropes were really loose. Then, of course, they hand out flowers to the natives. Hogan was in his Japan black. That's what he did when he won those belts over there. He wasn't wearing his title either. He was champion, WWF champion, but he didn't wear the belt out. I was kind of surprised at that. See, I'm picking it apart. The 3-tier turnbuckles, it's more like a boxing ring because the turnbuckle went all the way down. Right off the bat, what was it, Inoki? Oh, yeah, the man Inoki, they're all cheering Inoki. He's hitting on Andre there at the beginning, and Andre's not flinching or nothing.
No, he wouldn't.
I thought, okay, well, it's going to be one of them matches, but later in the show he did. But then when Hogan got in, they cheered him. But when Sakaguchi got in there, they booed him. That's why it was like weird. Inoki did backbody Andre. That was impressive. Well, let's see.
How about that? What is it? Oh, I can't think of it. The sunset flip on Andre.
Yeah, that's what I meant. See, I don't know. Chris wasn't there to tell me what that term was, so I just threw it. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't do play-by-play. I do others. I poke fun at stuff. Hogan's people always said Hogan could wrestle. People need to watch Hogan in Japan. Hogan knew how to wrestle.
Nobody don't.
Forearms, sleeper holds, doing moves you don't see him doing when he was Hogan in America. So he did a knee drop, shoulder drops, Inoki and his trademark kicks. I thought the match was fantastic. I thought it was funny at the end. At first, I thought Andre was pissed. Then all of a sudden, he just started laughing about everything. Like,
he started doing comedy shit.
About?
Yeah, I thought that was the best part of the match. He would act like he was mad, then he start laughing, and the crowd was responding. It was crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know,
Hogan was definitely a different animal.
What was he laughing at? But it was a very well done match for Japan. Again, like you said, if you don't judge Hogan from his American style, watch his Japan stuff. He knew how to work. He just never did it here. So
he never had to do it here. Yeah. He was the immortal Hulk Hogan for a reason. All he had to do was do 3 moves, and he sold
Yeah,
millions of dollars.
absolutely.
Yep.
And as Justin said earlier, you could start to see the demise in Andre.
Yeah.
He was still kind of at the top of his game, but like they said, 2 years, it wasn't even 2 years later, 2.5 years later, and he was so decrepit that you could kind of see that there. So it's a very well done match. It's weird not to watch commentary since there was no commentary, but
there was no
or to watch
commentary.
matches, no commentary. But
Chris, what'd you think of the match?
I thought it was a real good match. Agree with basically everything Marcus was saying, but what caught my eye was how slow paced it was. It was a slow paced match.
Yes.
You don't see matches that slow paced really anymore. And honestly, when I was checking out New Japan, I wasn't expecting that slow of a pace match either. I thought it was going to be a little faster, but no, I enjoyed it. There was a lot of storytelling to it. Wasn't a lot of big bumps in the match. Like Mark said, a lot of wrestling, a lot of sleeper holds, side headlocks, and stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Goes back to with some of the independent wrestlers we have on it, talking about the best advice people is giving them is slow down. That right there is a perfect match to go watch. If you're trying to slow down, because you can't get much slower than that, and I thought it was perfect.
Yeah,
you really had to slow down when you were wrestling Andre. Like
it had to be
you could really tell, like in that match, like Inoki wanted to go and go, but he knew he had to slow down, and you could tell like he had to slow down because Andre was like pushing him off so he could get in position. There's a part where I think he was supposed to back body drop either Inoki or Sakaguchi, and he back body dropped him. Well, didn't get to do it at first, so then he came back at him and tossed him again and almost messed up again, but he was trying to get in position.
Oh, and them guys barely came up to Andre's fucking tits. They're all standing there. They're about his chest. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and Noki's not a small guy either.
Oh, and they're not small guys. That's what I mean. Like, that's just how massive he was.
Yeah, I agree, Josh.
Well, wait till you read the next comment.
I agree with that one too.
Can you imagine when they did that? Theme music of baby entrances.
That would be great. Awesome. Like,
yeah, definitely.
As soon as you it's your walk through the curtain moment.
Yep, definitely. Your thoughts? I know it was the match that you picked, Justin.
Yeah, I thought it was unique in its style. Me being a '90s, being the '90s kid, I was born. I know I'm showing my age. I'm the young one here. I get it. I'm sorry, guys, but to go back and watch some of those matches, like old school New Japan, Hulk Hogan, and like just going through, and I'm like, I want to find something that I hadn't got to watch yet. So to actually get to sit there and watch it, and then see, like, I didn't realize how slow everybody had to work with Andre, and like especially there, like Andre was still at the top of his game there, but you could really see how worn down and beat up he was really getting and deteriorating, because there were so many spots that was messed up because of how slow he was. And it wasn't his fault. It was because how big he is and his health. But at the end of it, I was really confused with like with Marcus, the whole him getting mad type and then laughing. So I was really confused on that at the end. But I always love watching Hulk Hogan and his New Japan stuff. And I agree with Josh. Like when he was Hollywood Hogan, I wish he would have combined some of that. But again, he didn't have to do that. All he had to do was this 3 or 5 moves of doom. And again, he was making millions and millions and selling millions.
There's a match, I don't know if you've seen it. It's Hogan versus Stan Hansen. And it's from Japan. You ought to see that.
It's a good one. Yeah, real good. Yeah, Hanson's got a lot of great matches from Japan. A lot.
Hanson's brutal, anyways.
Bobby.
Sorry, guys. Nah, wasn't Bobby, it was my daughter. Okay, guys, I got our old school match for next year. I forgot to write down the year, but it's from the 70s. If you look under
77, 78, maybe.
Probably. It may have been sooner than that even. If you look under Dick the Bruiser matches on YouTube, that's Crusher Bruiser and Little Bruiser versus the Blackjacks and Bobby Heenan. And he wasn't the brain then. This is Pretty Boy Bobby Heenan. So this is very early in his career.
And if I remember right, that happened in Chicago as well.
And this is 18 minutes and 35 seconds long, so you guys can find it that way too.
Yes, it was, Josh. Yes, it was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, I think you guys will enjoy this match, and you'll see it's just a brawl. It's just fighting and chaos, and you'll see how they work the crowd and how that crowd goes berserk. Big part of that match. So, especially when the pinfall happens, and Little Bruiser was outstanding. He was outstanding. So I think you guys will enjoy that match. Guys, you guys got anything? Oh, I had one more thing real quick. Got a big match coming up, guys. Friday, SmackDown. Drew McIntyre putting the belt up against Cody Rhodes. Big, gonna have a big say in what's gonna happen in WrestleMania. Gonna have everybody take the pick. Who's gonna win this match, guys? Is we're gonna get a clean finish? We're gonna get a finish. There's all kinds of things that changes day to day on the internet. At one time, I definitely thought it was gonna be a 3-way or 4-way. Now they're saying they're gonna go with probably Cody going to win, and it's going to be Randy and Cody in the main event, which great story there. That'd be fantastic. But I was kind of sold on the 4-way, so because I want to see Jacob Fatu, and so I'm going both ways on that. But if you have Jacob and Drew as a match at WrestleMania, I think that'd be good. And I say put them in Hell in a Cell, and that'd be perfect for me. Yeah, I really don't want Drew to lose his title right now. That's the biggest problem. I want to see the Cody and feud with Randy, but I don't want to see Drew lose. So that's my issue also. So let's go to Marcus. Marcus, who's going to win this match, Drew or Cody? Friday Night SmackDown.
Oh, Drew will win it somehow. Or if Cody does it, they'll DQ, but they don't DQ a lot anymore.
Yeah, so it's for the belt. So
no, I don't see Cody taking him off the belt on a SmackDown show, but
okay. So he's going with Drew. What about you, Justin?
I'm gonna go Cody. I think what's gonna happen, from what I've been reading, it's gonna be Cody versus Randy storyline. Like a legacy storyline is gonna be built there. You can have either or go heel. I think that's what they're leaning on, is either a Cody heel run or maybe an early Legend Killer run as far as Randy. Because I loved Legend Killer Randy. That was my favorite Randy. I think he needs to have one more run like that, because it's been a while since he's actually been full on heel. But yeah, I mean, I at first I thought we were going to get the 4-way or the 5-man, because I thought Sami Zayn was going to be added into that mix too. I mean, we still could get that. I think Fatu is going to get involved somehow. Sorry, Josh. A lot of people don't like me, Josh.
Yes,
I've
that's
accepted that. I have
normal reaction.
I accepted that. I am a heel in real life, so it's okay. No, but I want to see heel Cody. I think it's time for a heel Cody, but also I would rather have Legend Killer Randy Orton. But no, I think Fatu is going to get involved somehow. Maybe Sammy gets involved. They'll probably end up with a triple threat there: Sami Zayn versus Jacob Fatu versus Drew at WrestleMania, and then we get Grandson of a punk. No, I was a grandson of a car mechanic or semi-mechanic. I mean, it's close. But yeah, I think we get a triple threat, or we get Sammy's, or we get Jacob and Drew. It has to be no DQ. Give some type of match like that, but yeah, I think it's going to be Cody, and we get Randy versus Cody at Mania.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. I think they're going to have Cody win, and I really don't want that either. Not right now. I think Drew should keep the belt. I think he's doing great with it, and I think he should keep it. So, but we'll see. Chris, what do you think?
I think McIntyre is going to win. I don't think he's going to win by a fall. I think somebody's going to come out and interfere in the match, and the match is going to end. It's going to be one of these other guys that he's been going around and attacking. Because I still think they're going to do a 3 or 4 way. So I think somebody's going to come out and interfere and keep building toward that. So yeah, I think it'd be a bit of a mistake to take the belt off McIntyre now myself.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I think he's doing a really good job. So I'd like to see him hang on to it. One more thing real quick. The rumor today was talking about 14 matches at WrestleMania, 7 one night, 7 the other night, and they're talking about 6 women's matches, possibly, which would be a record. I think 5 would be a record, but they're talking about 6. You guys got any thoughts on that? Do you have any problem? The talent they got, I ain't got no problems with 6 women matches. But what do you guys think?
No, honestly, I think you can even designate one night for the women's. I mean, at this point, like the women's talent through NXT, Raw and SmackDown, you could build a whole card around it. I mean, they showed it at Evolution. But you also got the partnerships with AAA. You also got the partnership with TNA. So if you really wanted to designate one night of WrestleMania for just the women's, it could be possible. That's history in itself there, anyways. But yeah, I think 6 matches for the women's, huge. I love it. The women's is honestly, I think the best thing about WWE. I think the strongest division in WWE is the women's division. Through all 3, 4, or 5 brands, if you want to consider it. But yeah, I mean, it's WrestleMania. We should have 5 matches.
Okay, Chris, what do you think?
It really don't matter. I don't care how many women's or men's matches they have. As long as you have good matches, I can care less if they're men's or women.
Okay.
You're honest. As long as it's entertaining and I'm into the show, I really don't care if it's a men. Either way, how many? I don't pay. I'll be honest. I've never watched WrestleMania and counted how many matches they had that were women and how many matches they had that was men on the card.
I didn't care as long as WrestleMania was entertaining.
Yeah, that's the way I look.
Josh talked about saying the house wanted Danhausen to be part of the main event. I don't know about that, but they could have him be a special referee for Dom's match. that'd be great. Marcus, what do you think? You got an opinion on the women's?
If you notice, the last several PLEs, the women have brought it more than the men have.
Okay.
If you're talking the Diva era, I'd be like, no, there ain't no way in hell. Don't put 6 Diva matches on there because the women back in the Diva area really could not work that hard. The women in today's age, what we're seeing lately, they're WrestleMania. They're right there for WrestleMania. Yeah, I'll do it. The women are bringing it. Let them have it.
You guys got anything before we get out of here?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Oh, I have nothing. If you're waiting on me.
No, well, guys, Chris, you got a fan there. So finally, you got one. You got one fan finally.
Oh, is that true? Well, we can't say that over there. Can't say that over there.
Only took 4.5 years to get one fan. I'm on a roll.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody watching. Hey, don't forget, I do believe, as far as I know, we'll be going live Saturday. We'll be at a wrestling show, ICW, Intense Championship Wrestling in Marion, Indiana. Show starts at 7. So we'll be we'll be hopefully streaming that live. So if
yeah.
not, we'll have it on tape delay later on. But so appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see everybody next Thursday.
Yeah, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Also check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, at Gonzo Sports Room as well. And we will see you guys next Thursday.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever